Nick Sirianni is the Eagles' version of Barry Switzer.
He's a better coach than Switzer.
Okay.
Switzer was a clown. Come on, don't do that to Nick. Nick Sirianni doesn't deserve that. Look, Nick Sirianni's got some things about him that I would say I don't think make him a long-term answer as a coach. So yeah, I would say he's a short-termer in all situations, but he can coach and he knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to do with his team in a given situation. So I would say, don't assign that kind of sort of clownishness to Nick Sirianni.
Even with the sideline stuff that goes on with Nick, and how
that's sort of the, I mean, that's a little clownish, but but when Barry was there, I don't think Barry knew every guy on the team.
No, he didn't.
Right. No. Like Barry didn't know every guy on the team. And, Barry didn't know the assistant coaches. He was just there, like he was a figurehead. And he was
guarding Jimmy's guys.
Yeah, he was guarding. He's there tending shop with Jimmy's guys, and Troy was coaching the team, and Emmett was coaching the team, and they had older leader guys like Gogan and Eric Williams.
That's right.
And Irvin, and they were crazy. Don't get me wrong, but they play ball. When it came to Sunday, they were ready to play ball.
Do you believe A.J. Brown? And as a Hall of Fame voter, I want you to hook me up on this because conversation was talking.
Don't talk to me about A.J. Brown in the Hall of Fame just yet. That's too early.
Hold on. You think he's in the same talent as T.O.?
No.
Okay.
I think he's awfully good. T.O. was more explosive. Now, do I think A.J. Brown might end up with a slightly better career? He could. He's got a chance. Because I think A.J. Brown runs the right routes all the time. Right? Like, one of the things that people don't understand about T.O. is the quarterbacks didn't know where he was going to be most of the time. And the only quarterback that he ever listened to was Steve Young. Because Steve Young had control over him, right? Steve Young could keep his thumb on T.O. because T.O. was still coming up, hadn't been paid, and revered Steve Young. All the quarterbacks after that, he did not revere. He didn't respect those guys. He didn't give them the time of day. And he would run the route he wanted to run. And if you couldn't adjust and figure it out, like Drew Bledsoe talks about it all the time, if you get him aside, it's just like, yeah, I don't know where T.O.'s going to be. We'll figure it out. But I don't know where he's going to run.
You don't think he's one of the three best wideouts in pro football history?
T.O.?
Yeah.
No.
1,100 catches, 16,000 yards? No?
I think he's a stat machine.
Okay.
He's absolutely a stat machine.
Never won a championship for sure. That's right.
He won game. I mean, look, he made his team better. Don't get me wrong. Like they won a lot of games with him. So I'm not trying to cast him aside as just irrelevant and not a worthy player.
You think Megatron's better?
Who?
Megatron.
Yeah, I'd rather have Megatron. I'd rather have Megatron than T.O. I'd rather have Larry Fitzgerald than T.O. I'd rather have, Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice lapped him. And look, Randy Moss.
Those are the two best.
Look, Jerry Rice worked harder than anybody else and got the most out of his ability. Randy Moss got about 80 or 90% out of himself and still destroyed the league. There are a handful of humans who can walk on a field and simply outplay everybody. Randy Moss was one of those guys for a long time. Dion was one of those guys. LT was one of those guys. Reggie White was one of those guys. Like, not even a Jerome Brown, okay? As much as I revere Jerome Brown, he didn't do that in a game. There are certain guys who just, you can't draw up X's and O's for what they do. and Randy Moss is one of those guys. Like, John Elway's arm. Like, you couldn't draw up X's and O's for John Elway's
and his
arm.
legs.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a good scrambler. He wasn't really a great runner.
That guy was a horse to bring down, Jason.
Yeah, he was. No, don't. I'm not trying to say that. I mean, but he wasn't a runner like Michael Vick.
Yeah,
you can't draw X's and O's from Michael Vick. All right, Randy Moss. I watched him outrun every kind of coverage. Like, the Dolphins tried a vice coverage on him one time, and he just ran through it. Just ran right through it. Like, you guys can't react fast enough to me.
No.
Like, he was waving his hand like I'm open deep before he got past those guys.
All right, Jace, let me ask you about some of the things around the league now. Kyler Murray here. Is there a market for him? And by the way,
sure,
the Cardinals owe him $36 million too on the way out the door.
Fine, good for him.
Yeah,
good. That's glad. I'm happy the kid made some money. I mean, again, I think you'd asked me some time ago about Tua Tagovailoa, and I told you I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want Kyler Murray either. But there's a market for him. I mean, there's just not enough quarterbacks to go around. So, whether it's the Jets or whether it's
Minnesota,
maybe I don't think his size doesn't work in what
that's right.
what their offense does.
Too small, right?
He's too small, and I mean, he still runs okay, but not great. And look, he never worked that hard at it. I mean, he got by on being an incredible player playing in a wide open offense. Like that the Oklahoma offense just was geared to, chuck and duck, and here we go. And he can throw it. I mean, he really can throw it. And when you create wide open areas and spaces on a field so that his vision is no longer a problem, then he's fine. But when vision becomes a problem, he's not there. Like Bryce Young is the same kind of thing. I mean, there's a certain number of times when he doesn't see the defense and he's not quick enough. Like when Russell Wilson was in his heyday, Russell Wilson could back up and move around, create space, and find receivers. Kyler doesn't do that. And again, I don't think Kyler works that hard. He's never worked that hard at the game.
All right, so let me throw this at you here with Myles Garrett. His 9th speeding ticket since 2017. I mean, here's my problem with that. You mentioned Jerome Brown. I mean, this doesn't end well when you're getting speeding and you're doing things like this. You're either going to hurt somebody or you're either going to hurt yourself. I mean, and you're a 40-some-odd million a year guy. You're the face of that football team. I don't know. I mean, I think this is an indictment and really shows you the character on that football team all the way from the owner down. You got Deshaun Watson on that team. You got a guy.
Well, I mean, what character? What character does that team have? What character does it ever have? Right. So it's not a team. It's not a team of serious people. So why